All right, y'all, this is what I'm gonna kind of try to work on today. I got these rear bottom seats. Um, I've done it once already with some steel wool and some WD-40. You can see the wire stuff there. I'm gonna clean them off again with some WD-40 and maybe some other stuff to try to keep them with the rust down on those. And then I'll show you the other side here if I can get it flipped over. I've already vacuumed these once, but I'm gonna vacuum these again, just the fabric part. Then I'm gonna take some of that Meguiar's vinyl detailer spray and clean these up really good on both of them. And you can see this one looks like this. I'm gonna flip this one over, and you can see this one's solid black. So they're mismatched rear seats. These are not the original seats from the car. I bought the rear seats from a gentleman over somewhere around Alvarado, Burleson, Texas area. He had been working on, I think these actually came out of like a 74 Firebird. But, you know, the 74, 75, 76, 77, a lot of those, the rear seats are all the same. And so I'm going to clean these up a little bit. And what I did was temporarily, until I can have time to, or until I decide that I'm going to have them professionally recovered or something like that. Quiet, Bentley. I bought some seat covers. They were like 169, 170. I think it was like 180 total with shipping or something or other. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to put the seat covers on today, and I'll show you the seat covers here in a minute. But I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna get these cleaned up, vacuum the material, and get everything all cleaned up, and then I'll show you this once they're cleaned up, and I am waiting for some of it to dry a little bit, you know, like the back wire stuff. I'll show you the rear bottom cushion seat covers that I'm gonna attempt to install, and it's just to make it look decent until I decide down the road that I might have them recovered professionally or whatever. But I want them, both of them, get looking the same color, and I'll show you here in a minute. Let me pause this. All right, guys. I cleaned them up as best I could, and I oiled up the springs, and I used that Meguiar's interior detailer for the vinyl. And now I'm going to attempt to put the seat covers on. So here's the bottom seat covers that go on these two right here. And they're supposed to be like semi-custom. I ordered them, like I said, it's not professional. It's just try to make everything match a little bit. But I'm going to attempt to put these on these. Once I get those on, then that's what goes across the back part for the back seat. And then I'll bring that in here after I'm done with the two bottom cushions, and then I'll bring that in here and attempt to put that on. And then probably not today. We'll see how the day goes, because I still got some other stuff. But these are the two that go on the front seats. I still got to finish up some the plastic that goes on the back and on the bottom of the front seats. The original paint or whatever they used to make them black was peeling off, so I had to scuff them up and do something, scuff them up as best can. I've repainted the back parts that go on the back side of the seats that you only see from behind, and then around the bottom of the front seats there's some more plastic, and I still got to scuff them up and paint those. I think I'm using some Rust-Oleum black satin something or other that is supposed to adhere to all surfaces, including plastic. And like on the back sides, I put like 3 coats of that stuff on there, and I put a protective film over top of it, but I still got to do the plastic that goes around the bottom. But this is what they sent with it. You got all these little hooks and these things, and they send you instructions on how everything's supposed to go together. But everything gets held on. There's straps on the back of these things. Everything gets held on with these hooks and stuff. And I don't know, it'll be the first time I ever did anything like this, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I oiled everything up with all the springs and everything on the other side with WD-40, and I wiped everything down really good. Then I cleaned it with the Meguiar's, you know, all the vinyl. I saw this the other day. It's, you know, it's a Cerakote tire coat, and I bought a box of that because I got them Cooper Cobra tires, and I'm gonna shine them up with that because, you know, I've used the plastic stuff before, and I've got some of that in my truck, which I'll film too in my truck. But I was gonna try this, see how that Cerakote tire coat goes, because I like the stuff for the plastic. But let me get to work, and I'll pause this here, and I'll see how it goes putting these bottom seat covers on this. And one other thing I want to show you real quick is these seat covers. They do come with a thin layer of foam, but it's not, I mean, you still need the foam over here because it's just a very thin layer, but it should be enough foam to any imperfections on the seat. They shouldn't show through because of the foam. So let me pause it here. Let me see if I can finagle these seat cushions on the back of there, and I'll be back with you.